Hello all, welcome to CSCI 35 Introduction to Information System Security class. I will quickly go over the course syllabus and the course that is set up in the Moodle. Alright. So let me quickly go over the syllabus here. So I will be available in my office 160L in the Coastal Science Center, right? With office hours Tuesday to 2 to 5 p.m. and Thursday from 12:30 to 2 p.m. and then 3:30 to 5 p.m. Alright, I will be available online in Skype also around that time frame. So you are feel free to send me an email, set up an appointment to meet or talk over online during other times. Alright. So the textbooks that will be followed are the Principles of Information Security, which is 5th edition, and the Hands-on Information Security Lab Manual, 4th edition. Alright. So again, like, you will be required to install a virtualization software such as Oracle VirtualBox, and upon the virtual box you will be installing the Windows environment. Alright, and where you will be conducting some security related lab assignments. Okay. So again, feel free to send me an email if you have any questions, if you need any clarifications, and I will try to reply within 24 hours. So let me quickly go over the course objective, right? So you should learn the following, right? Like at the end of the course, right? Like you should know the components and need for the information security. You should be able to describe it. You should be able to describe how you can mitigate the security risks through identification and assessment. Alright, you should be able to identify what are the vulnerabilities and threats, alright, and describe them. Okay. Again, like what are the different types of security process flows? Okay, that is in the literature, right? And how you can implement it, right? So you should have some background in theory, right, before you can implement this security process flows. So we will be covering that in lab chapter 1, lab manual chapter 1, lab manual chapter 2, chapter 6 and chapter 7. Alright, and then cryptography is also very important concept, right? You should be able to describe how you can apply cryptography for information security related problems. Alright. Then you will be implementing some information security tasks, alright, using the step-by-step instructions provided in the lab manual chapter 3. So I will be providing a variety of assessments, right? Like class participation totally contributes to 20% of the class grades, and then quizzes like about 10%, and then the assignments, right, up to 4 to 5 assignments would be assigned throughout the course, and it will contribute to 25% of your final score. And there will be 2 midterm exams, each will contribute 10% each, right? And the term paper related deliverables will be contributing totally like up to 25%, with the work in progress report contributing 5%, and the term paper and the presentation contributing 20% totally. Right? So and so the weekly calendar is as follows, right? Like in the first week you will just review the syllabus, like provide like the introduction posts, right, the self-assessment on how much you are up to, right, on these course objectives, right? And then every week going forward you will have a chapter to read and complete the quiz before we meet, right, on Thursday, right? And complete reflection discussion, right, one question before we meet, right? And then uh, the reflection on what you learned, on the interesting concepts observed by Monday of that week, for that Monday following that week, right? And so you will be having up to 4 assignments, right? And then there will be a quiz after every um, um, chapter you read, right? And there will be like 2 assignments, 2 exams, right? So there will be actually like 5 assignments, right? Including um, up to chapter 5, right? So we will start with chapter 1, chapter 2, lab manual chapter 1, lab manual chapter 2, and then chapter 6, then lab manual chapter 3, which is more related to practical implementations on the security process flows over the Windows environment. Okay, and then chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 4, and chapter 5. So please go through the rest of the syllabus, and if you have any questions, feel free to touch base with me. And the course will be set up as follows, right? So at the beginning of the course, you see all these checklists, all those rubrics, right? On how the assessments will be graded, right? Like such as the threaded discussion, such as the reflection discussion, such as the term papers, such as the work in progress papers, right? So so I expect you at least you contribute every threaded discussion over like a week, at least 3 to 4 days, all right? So that there is a sense of dialogue, and I also need a like a more describe like a more well thought out like description, the post that describe the concepts, all right? So instead of just one word answers or one word yes no kind of replies. For the reflection discussion, I need you to post the initial question before the class, before we meet, right? And then during the class you will be I will provide some time for you to respond to those questions, right? And then during the time also I will provide time during the class I will also provide time for you to post your thoughts on the concepts learned, observed, interesting concepts observed, and so on, all right? With respect to the term paper, I will be expecting at least 4,000 words of paper, right? And you should have a good introduction background. Why did you choose the topic, right? What are you intellectually contributing, okay, through that topic to the literature, and what exactly the objective of the paper is about, right? So that and you should be able to review what others have done in that particular objective or that topic, and what is your solution, and how will you evaluate the solution, any results that contribute towards the conclusion, right? And as well as any lessons learned, any future plan of actions. I will also be providing you the work in progress, the rubric. So basically, like, you should be submitting this work in progress deliverable like within before 5th week, okay, of the course, and so that you get started with the term paper, like identify the topic, work towards the topic as you learn the concepts in introduction to information system security. Right. I also provided the links how to access some of the reference papers, right, through Google as well as through the library, right? so you can access ACM papers from the coastal library, right? And Google Scholar is also very useful resource. I've also provided what are the tools that needs to be installed for the assignments, right? um, uh, for the hands-on work, and as well as the you can click on this on to go over the screenshots on how you can install, download and install the security tools and the virtual machine and the Windows on top of the virtual machine. So your course will be set up like this. Like every week you will be there will be like learning guides, the quiz related to the readings, the reflection discussions related to the readings, and the concepts learned, threaded discussions related to the assignments and the paper that you will be working. So if you work on the threaded discussion, that will help you towards your assignment and the term papers. So that will help you. So I will be requiring you to participate in all the postings in the threaded discussion, right? So because all these links or the videos will be related to the assignment or the term paper, so that will help you towards doing better in both these assignments, right? Like assignments as well as the term paper. So similarly, like week 3 you'll be learning the chapter 2 and doing the quiz, posting one question before the class meets, and then during the class you will be providing the responses and the reflections, and then threaded discussion will be due, and as well as the other reflection discussion posts will be due on the Monday following that week. So this is how the course will be set up, and if you have any questions, please feel free to touch base with me, email me, meet me in my office, and good luck.